Bonne nuit. How can you be cuddling when it's this warm, eh? You're not boiling? He. Ooh. Hansan, thank you very much for the 52 months. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? How be do? Hey, Fifi just peeking around there. Look at they. It's really warm in here. You're headachy? Oh no. Is it warm there? Is it like a weather headache? Good morning, Vamp. Good morning, Palin. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Bubble and Noah and David. Ah, okay. One of those headaches. Morning, Max. Morning, Ravane. Good morning, Nick and Napoleon. The internet, because we've got a strange internet system. Morning, Rob. Morning, Boba. Frogger, thank you very much for the 27 months. Boop, 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 buns. Thanks for the buns, chaos, and other such and things and stuff. I'm glad to see that your videos are doing so well, as they deserve to, as they rightfully should. Long may that continue. Kai, thank you very much for the 22 months. Good morning, everyone. 22 months. Blimey. Blimey. Good morning, Zara. So we have a strange system where we have a TP link, which is like an internet booster for the downstairs. And that particular internet has gone down. So the internet has gone down, but not all of the internet. Just, oh, Cyan, if you look in the Discord, in the promote yourself, you can see a few of Frogger's videos. Or Frogger, you can post a link now if you would like to share. What was it? Oh yeah, so I've got to be on the upstairs internet, so I don't know how well it's gonna stay, sort of thing. So if it goes off, I thought I'd give it a go anyway, but I don't know if you can hear this. But Alexa,
I'm having trouble connecting.
There you go.
Keep trying.
That you keep trying, my love. You keep trying. So yeah, it might be, as long as I stick to like the dining room, it might be okay. If they go over into the living room, I might have to just zoom. Good morning, Kraken. Good morning, Ninma and Asanta. Fifi is in a very good mood this morning, which makes me happy because I was worried that she was going to be angry at me for yesterday. But you've been binkying, haven't you? You're a happy bunny. Happy bunny. Hello. And I had to do her, oh, Gerry, they're here. I had to do her eye drops. And she flinched and I felt so bad. But, so I took the Banunus to the vet yesterday. Because, so there was a thing with the, morning, Rat Boy. There was a thing with the scan. So they had this, she had the scan. And they were saying that it looks as if so they put contrast into her tear duct, and they said it looks as if the contrast just suddenly stops. And they were like, the scan people had written back and said, you didn't put it in. And that's why I was a bit like, hang on, why are they going to charge me for another scan when they've made a mistake? But it turns out that like the head exotic vet who I used to work with, she wasn't around. She was on holiday when it happened. So she was like, okay, as a goodwill gesture for this whole debacle, morning Darth, morning Joe, good morning Nico, and wait, did I say morning Kraken? Good morning Kraken, morning Fish. It's like a goodwill gesture. Instead of having another scan, like now she's back, she'll check Ffion over and assess from there and see what we'll do. So she got her in yesterday and she like flushed, she tried flushing Fifi's eye and it just doesn't go through, and so she thinks that she does just have a blockage really high up and the contrast did just stop because that's where it could get to, sort of thing. Morning, Tom. So So yeah, there's nothing to be done about it, unfortunately. Well, it's sort of like frustrating, but also a relief because it's like, um, it's frustrating because, you know, there's something wrong with my bunny and I obviously want to do the best for her. But it's also sort of a relief that now we just know what we're managing and we she doesn't have to be poked and prodded and all of that malarkey. Is there a chance she'll remove it herself? I don't think so. At one point, the vet said the words grass seed, and I panicked because obviously that's how little Sammy lost his eye, and I was just like, I don't want her to lose an eye. but but yeah, there was no mention of removal or anything, so I was like, okay, okay. um, but yeah, we're just gonna have to. So she'd be more like prone to infection, um, because she'll be like, instead of everything flushing through normally, it will sort of sit there and then weep back out the eye. Does that mean Fifi has a slushy head full of water? Well, that's the thing. When the vet was trying to like flush stuff out, she was just getting a bigger and bigger cheek, and she was like, "Yeah, you can see it's just not coming out the nose; it's just sticking around." So, bless her. For the next however long, she's on anti-inflammatory eye drops, which should try and like relieve the area a bit. And all that we're going to have to do going forward is, if she gets an infection, she might go on antibiotics for like a month or two, and just see how it goes from there, really. There was a bit of confusion where the vet kept on saying, you see a lot of these problems in older bunnies, and I was like, but they are clearly babies fresh from the womb. But other than that, it was all very straightforward. And she did get her vaccination now. She oh, hang on, Gerry, let me save you some of these. She had her vaccinations. The problem is, when bunnies, or when anyone gets their vaccinations and they are not like fully, they're not like fully well, the vaccination won't be as good. So we're still going to be very careful. I think we're going to start having like a no shoes in the house policy, just in case people bring, like, people have been in fields or whatever and they might bring something through. So yeah, we're still gonna be very cautious, because you can, even if bunnies are vaccinated, it's not like 100% of a barrier. The vet was telling me about this horrible thing where, so basically this lady she knew, one of the clients, lost 12 bunnies to I think either VHD or myxomatosis, and it turned out that it was because she just got her hay from like a local farmer, and when she went to talk to, because after she lost the first 6, the the vet was like, where are you getting your hay? Something must be getting brought into the house. And she went to talk to the farmer, and she said, do you have like bunnies? Are there wild bunnies around where you get your hay? And the farmer replied, oh no, they all died. And it's like, well, did you ever think why? so yeah, I checked with the vet. I said, we get ours from Haybox, is that okay? And she was like, oh yeah, that's a good source, sort of thing. So fingers crossed. But it means that I probably won't go out and do like forage stuff for the bunnies. Like, I won't go and get them. If I see something nice in a field, I'm gonna leave it in the field. Come on in, Tom. So yeah, the funniest part of the appointment was, so poor Fifi was on the table for ages. She had to have her eye flush load. She had to have stuff put in her eye. They checked for ulcers. They checked the back of her eye, all of this stuff. And then she was like, okay, leave it be, like, give her a little rest for a while. So I like put her back down, and then she was explaining about the eye blockage, and she literally, all the vet did was point at where it would be on Gerry, and Gerry acted as if it was like the worst thing in the world. And I was like, Fion's just been through like 20 minutes of examination and syringes poked into her eye. And Gerry literally got pointed at and he was like, no, no, this is too far. I can't do this. I was like, oh, my baby boy. And it is like the rare time that I actually get to cuddle Fifi is when she's like really sad, which is quite sad. But it was nice to hold her because I rarely get to hold her. So she insists on like climbing all the way up to your shoulder. If ever you hold her, she has to like climb up and have her head, like her hands on your shoulder. Oh no, is it buffering? Oh poo. Oh poo. Hello, Dave. Oh poo. Is this still doing it? Or is it? She's like a parrot, she is, yeah. She oh. See if I can try and show Gerry washing his face. Gerry, keep doing it, cute. It's okay now. For those who missed me saying, we've got like a TP link downstairs that's not working today. So I'm on the upstairs internet, which obviously it's like being on your next door neighbor's internet. So it might buffer a little bit more. But I thought some buns is better than none buns. But Gerry also had his vaccinations. For other people like who have banuis, and if you do get wild forage, as long as your bunnies have had their vaccinations and you wash it thoroughly, it like should be okay. It's just because Fion's vaccination is less effective now, because of the problem she has. So we're just going to be extra cautious and not do that. Gerry. I was wondering if I could summon Gerry with a few extra pellets, but only Fifi is interested. Okay, Fifi. Oh, Fifi. But yeah, unfortunately, it does mean that Fifi is always gonna. She'll still be beautiful, but she's still gonna be like. She's always gonna. Where's he gone? Have a bit of a weepy eye. And as long as it's not causing her any problems. The vet did praise Gerry on his keeping it clean because she was like, do you clean her eye? And I was like, to be honest, Gerry pretty much does it. He's a very attentive husband. Do you want this one? What about this one? Is this one tasty? Oh. This one? No. What about this one? Oh, that one's good. Okay. Uh-oh. Here you go. So yeah, Gerry did also have like a lot of examination, and he had his vaccinations. They were able to bring it forward from September. So the bunnies are, after what, like 5 years, are finally having their vaccinations at the same time. So that saved one vet trip. I mean, it did sort of get me thinking though, like, I guess this is a bit of a, maybe this is too sad to talk about. Maybe it's too sad. But I guess I was sort of, it made me start thinking at what point would I stop doing bun streams, sort of thing. Because I was like, if it gets to the point where the bunnies are like, just wanting some peace and quiet, is there going to be a day when I have to just call it? I guess it's one of those things that you just sort of assume that it'll just go on forever and every day will be fine. And then you're like, oh. But yeah. Oh, Jerry boy. Oh, jelly boy. Buns come first, yeah. Always. Always. Been having trouble getting Tamarind to eat, and I've considered putting her in the plastic vivarium to just drop a bunch of food around her. I mean, sometimes, like, geckos and such, don't they they can go a long time without eating, can't they? Good morning, Shark Dog. Good morning, Nerd Girl. Just have a looped video of them running around the table, so it'd be like Speed. But yeah, maybe by that time I will have opened up my own bunny rescue, and I can give Gerry and Fifi days off and just show you all the other Banooies. No, Fifi's doing well. I mean, she's finding herself. It's frustrating because she is, she's got like a lovely, like, long face, and it's so rare and so unlucky for bunnies like that to get any sort of eye problem, with like tear ducts and stuff, because those tend to be like the more like squishy nosed Banooies that get those sorts of problems. So but I don't know if it's just because she's like Fifi. I heard a Banooie running around. I don't know if it's just because she has got a foreign body in there. She's like stuck her face in something, and oh, I see her. Like, if either of the bunnies were going to get that sort of problem, you would assume it would be Gerry, because he does have a slightly more, like, short face. But yeah. As is the luck of the Banooies. Nightshine, thank you very much for the sub. That sad feeling when the sub runs out, but then you remember to check your Prime Gaming and get a free sub to your favourite streamer. Thank you. Gerry's too distinguished for such things. He is. He's a distinguished gentle bun. But yes, sort of good and bad news at the same time, because like I'm glad that she's you just put full screen bun cam on us. They needed some peace. True. And I can only do full screen because of the silly bun cam I bought that doesn't focus. Or zoom. It's always full screen. Oh. I don't think Fifi's wants to get up anytime soon, so I'm gonna go to her. Hello. You enjoying your ice pod? She was mlemming it for ages yesterday. I was like, is that nice? Oh, so the other issue we're dealing with in the house at the moment is so Giulietta, for some reason, her claws just grow so quickly. So I had it in my head yesterday that if Alex held her with one hand, because I need to take her to the vet to get them cut, but the vet that the rescue are registered with is really far away. And last time it cost me literally like £30 just to pay for the Ubers to get there and back. And the appointment itself was like £10. I was like, I've paid so much more just to get here. So I thought, okay, if we can try and do it ourselves, that would be good. So I thought that if Alex held her with his left hand and held, I tried to get baby food, but it turns out that citrus is bad for hamsters. It's like toxic to hamsters, and all of the baby food that was like strawberry and banana, but it uses lemon juice as a preservative. So I was like, okay, the hamster group says it's a tiny amount, so it's probably fine, but I also don't want to risk it, because if anything happened and I was like, well, I did use this, you don't forgive yourself. So I was like, okay, I'll just get a strawberry and a banana and I'll mash the two together and it'll be fine. And so he held her with one hand and holds the spoon in the other hand. And then I can just get in there, grab the little feetsies and the little hands and start clipping. What actually happened was that she isn't aggressive at all. She was just like, what's happening? So she was just like wriggling around everywhere, trying to climb out. She doesn't like banana, it turns out. So she just, in the process, managed to get herself absolutely covered in banana. It was like all down her tummy, all over her back. It's like we just greased her up with banana. And then we tried it again with parsley, and we tried it again with peanut butter. it just doesn't work. I have no idea how they do it at the vets. She's just so small, and I managed to at one point hold one of her feet, and she just, it was just impossible. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to take the Uber cost. But I figured that the reason that Ubers cost so much, I mean, it is just that it's really far away, but it's also that I had specifically gone for pet Ubers. So part of me thinks, what if I just don't do a pet Uber? And I put her in a carrier, but then I put the carrier inside like an open box, and then I just hope that she stays quiet. And then maybe I don't have to get the pet specific one, which does cost like twice as much. No, she didn't bite at all. She didn't even like go to bite, even when she was nervous. She was really good. She's really gentle. So she was clearly like, what the heck is going on? But she always just wanted to like move. She didn't want to, she was never like, okay, I've had enough. I'm gonna start nipping, sort of thing. Would she stay in your pocket if you did that? No, she doesn't stop. She doesn't stop. She's not as wriggly as Squeak was, but she was definitely wriggly. And she's smaller than Squeak was, so it's very difficult to get like a proper purchase on her. Is a hamster in a box is probably fine. You'd think that, but I've tried to take the bunnies in the carrier in normal Ubers before, and they've literally just pulled away and refused and like cancelled. As soon as they've seen the carrier, they've been like, nope, book a pet one, and then they just drive off. So yeah, I think they are, for whatever reason, very strict about it. But maybe I could get away if she is just small. Maybe they won't even notice I'm carrying anything. Maybe. Just get Kirsty to move to Bristol and then she can drive you. This is the thing. Like, there's people who I could ask for lifts from, but I already got a lift to the bunnies vet appointment yesterday. So you know when you're like, I'm gonna space out my favors that I ask of people, so I'm not just constantly, okay, and then today we're taking this animal to this vet. How's Trot in his posh car? It's unfortunately very much the opposite direction of us to where Trot lives. Pet, oh dear, they are your babies. Please help me with my babies. But yeah, just adopt Julieta and book her in a close event. I was thinking that like one of my friends who works at an exotic vet, well, it's someone I used to work with, but I get the feeling she doesn't live too far away. So part of me was like, can I just ask her to come round and help clip? But then it would be like, hello, I've not spoken to you in a year. Can you come round and do me a favor, please? Thank you. Dear, dear. Dear, dear. Oh, Fifi. Does Rhydian drive? I don't think he does. I mean, the best thing to do would be for me to learn to drive. That would solve a lot of the problems. But yes, unfortunately, it turns out that things cost money. Which is the bane of many of my days, that fact. Good morning, Cole. Alas, 'tis so. Where are you going? Where are you going? You learning to drive is the new we will get our garden fixed. Unfortunately, getting your garden fixed costs money. This is what it all comes down to. This is what it all comes down to. Is things costing money. But one day, imagining you as a driver is not a pretty sight. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, technically I can drive. I just never carried on the lessons when I moved to Bristol. But I was at hello. Should I see if you want the last of those pellets? I mean, I did leave them in the middle of the room, so you may well find them yourself. Teach the buns to drive. Fifi can work the pedals and Gerry can steer. Okay, do you want that? Yeah, unfortunately, I've failed my test and then I moved to Bristol and just never picked it up again. And I guess city driving is probably a lot different to where I was learning. I mean what I said. What are you basing it on? I was wondering if I could learn to drive again to make it easier for me to take Alex to school if his ankles hurt. I mean, you could always give it a go, see how you feel. Book in for a few lessons. And I'm sure if you, well, the first ones are always a bit stressful. You'll probably find that your arms are very tense afterwards. But yeah, it is a very useful thing to do. Would you trust any of the yogs to take you on some practice drives? Which yog would you trust best to be your teacher? I mean, probably Ben, I guess. Ben seems like he would be a very good, just calming presence to teach. I imagine he would be a very good teacher. The hats would be good teachers, I imagine. Because they all love cars. They could teach in a Tesla. Just be like, okay, there's the auto drive button, and you're good to go. Better now. Oh. If you crash, you go bleh. So that's a plus. You could talk to Period about Dota whilst learning. True. You could teach me all about the new patch. Understand what's going on. Oh, I just suddenly got like a big, wait, are we back? Are we back? We back. We're not back. I mean, maybe I should give the bunnies their treat and then call it there. Maybe if it's, how bad is it being? Is it stinky, or do you at least get to see the bunnies whilst it's happening? Sound back, Gerry is still. Oh. Well, he's currently having a toffee, so you're probably better off just seeing a still image of him just sat under the table. Rather than, oh. But if it does get stinky, we spoke too soon? Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna get, oh boo. I wonder if I can, I'll go and restart the TP link. I'll leave you with Gerry. I'll leave you in very capable hands. Gerry, you're in charge for, Gerry, wait there. Gerry. Wait, what if I put it back here so he's got a little bit of, hopefully he can't knock it over them. Okay. Gerry. You wait there. you showing your bum? You showing off your bum? Okay. I'll see if... Hello? I've restarted the TP link, so if I can at some point connect to Alexa, it will mean that I can switch onto the more sturdy internet, not be on this wobbly one. Wobbly, where at, Fifi? Oh, there you are. You just hear these little galumps running around behind me. What are you doing? How quickly she appeared round there when I had just turned away from her being right next to me. She zoomed around. Can I see? Oh, wait. Oh, I can very briefly see. Oh, there she is. I'll go around and see the boy. Yeah, I'll keep trying to connect to Alexa every now and then if she does connect, I'll know that I can switch. But I am like directly underneath where the router is right now, so you'd hope that it would stretch this far. Alexa?
I'm having trouble connecting. I'll keep trying.
Alas, Gerry, not today. Not today. I get the feeling it's gone again. Because it's all of a sudden the count up for the stream is fine again now, just moments with a few buffers. Oh, I was going to say the timer for the stream was just like, it was just going on the same second. I was like, oh no. It was doing like a speed like 15, 16, 15, 16, 15. I was like, oh. It's sorted itself out now, though. Speaking of driving, are you ready for the drift tournament? I mean, I've not practiced since the whatchamacallit. I've not practiced since the last time I streamed, so I'm not really ready. But then again, I'm like, I'm not competitive, so I don't really mind. In these sorts of things, I'm happy to come last so that no one else had to. I'll obviously try, but I don't mind. I do not mind how I do. I didn't realize that Lydia and I had chosen the same driver. I would have switched. I would have let her have the little purple guy if I'd have known. I saw the tweets go out the other day and I was like, oh no. But yeah, I'll just give it a good try. That's all I can do. I don't even know what the categories are, to be honest. I don't really know what we're doing. I'm guessing we're gonna do some maybe like time trials and then maybe some races, and I don't know if we're ever gonna use items because they're probably a bit too random, but yeah. One of the nice things though is the fact that because I won't be streaming until 5, I will just spend the day editing, which should be very nice. I should be able to get some work done, which will be good because I have well, I was hoping I could use the Fifi cart, but I guess it's best if we all maybe, like, I don't know if everyone else unlocked upgrades, and I put an upgrade on that cart, so I don't know if we're going to be able to, if we're all just going to start off with, like, the same cart or something, maybe, just so it's more fair. Unless everyone else did get one upgrade, in that case, I guess it okay. But, yeah, I don't really know how far other people got with their practices. When is the tournament? It's at 5 till 8 today. Look at you doing a tooth purr. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. And Harry and Shadow are very good commentators as well. So it should be fun. I'll stream my perspective, but yeah, it's probably might be more interesting to watch the Yogscast perspective because they're going to be like cutting around and listening in on people talking and stuff. But just in case people want to see how the other carts are doing, I will be driving around behind them all, so you should get to see them the best view from my perspective. Morning, Gerry. How are you doing? How are you doing? They should really tell you about the parameters of the race a bit more before the tournaments. I think a lot of the time things are kept like when we do bingos and stuff. Bingo, it's like so that people don't start planning it, so everyone gets like an even footing of just like, okay, we're gonna do this sort of thing. The ones that we do need to know stuff for before we do get information before, but I think for these ones they keep it secret so that people don't like know what to practice, and it just makes it more even. But considering I'm like, there are a few people who I know are quite competitive in the tournament, I'm not holding my breath. I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. Bingo at the airport. At the airport? I'm not going to the airport. Hello, Ellen. Good morning, Zerovic. But yeah. What was I going to say? I think the fairest, the funnest one, not just because we got 50 subs if we did it, but when we did the Mario Kart thing, and if you beat your personal best, you got 50 subs. That one was really good because then it's not like you were competing against each other. You were competing against yourself and just trying to do better than you'd previously done. That one I liked. Because it was like, it wasn't like, because obviously if they said the winner gets this, then you're just like, well, not everyone is gonna get this then, and that feels stinky. But that was nice. That was nice. Oh, Gerry. I love it when he wash his face. I asked the vet about his bald patch, and she just said that's a weird thing to do, but she checked it over and she said it looks fine. I was like, okay. I don't know why he. I do not know why he. What you do there is have an intentionally bad personal time, and well, see, this was the thing. I mean, other than Zoe, but this is the thing that obviously everyone had been so competitive with each other throughout that month, where they were like, I'm going to scrape 1 second of your time and I'm going to do this. That's why it was so good, because all the people who had been really competitive had then sort of like really set themselves this high bar for like being able to beat it, sort of thing. So I think that's why it was a very good way to do it. Whereas the people who had been a bit more relaxed were like, oh yeah, I should be able to easily beat this. Gerry boy. There's his little patch that's growing back. What'd you do, Gerry? What'd you do? You're a funny little thing, aren't you? Yeah. Smooshy boy. Right, would you like your treat, Banooies? Or have you literally just settled down? Should I give you a few moments to be snoozy? Although you can go back to being snoozy afterwards. Do you know what? Yesterday, so because the bunnies, I think because it was like a goodwill thing and they were trying to, you know, I'd sent a grumpy email and they were trying to like butter me up a bit. They gave like a very thorough examination, but it meant I didn't get back until like 20 to 10 from the vet. And usually when I get back from the vet, the bunnies will just want to go and sit in a box for a while, and they want to hide and they want to be left alone to just like readjust. So that's why I cancelled the stream, because I was like, poor Fifi is like, she literally like her face was covered in flush. and she looked so raggedy, and the bunnies just wanted to sit and be quiet for a while. So I was like, okay, I'll take the morning off, and I'll go and get them some. I also wanted to go and get the stuff for Giulietta, the fabled banana. So I was like, okay, I'll leave them be and I'll go to the shop. And I went to the shop and I got the stuff for the bunnies and I got stuff for Giulietta. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to treat myself to some sourdough. And I came home because I usually don't really have breakfast. I'll finish the bun stream and then I'll just go straight to editing. But because I was still within the time that I would be normally bun streaming, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to have a relaxed breakfast. And I did 2 slices of sourdough toast with Marmite and a cup of tea. And I just sat and enjoyed it. And it was really nice. It just really hit the spot. It was just really good. It was like, this is nice. This is nice. And then I went and did my editing. Then I left the door open for the bunnies because I was like, you can run around if you want. And I put 3 blankets over the sofa just in case. Just in case. It's a very British moment there, yeah. I've just been feeling a bit stressed recently. Like, I've literally, the last 3 days, I have woken up in a real, like, from, like, stress dreams. So I was like, maybe I should just chill for a while. This will be nice. This is nice. But yeah, I had another horrible, stinky stress dream that I woke up from this morning. That I didn't record, so it's not comfort zone spoilers. But I had a dream that I was in this house. It was meant to be my house, but it wasn't this house. But it was like a really fancy house. And we let this person stay in it, this like homeless person. And then they kept on bringing the rest of the Evil Uno came round to visit them. And then they kept on, like, they were in the room where the bunnies were. And they kept on, like, bringing other people around. And I was like, okay, this isn't cool. You can't just have strangers in where the bunnies are. I need to protect the bunnies. And then at one point, I, like, let the bunnies out. And I heard this noise. And Ffion ran out of the room. Big yawn, Gerry. Well done. I ran out of the room. No, Ffion ran out of the room. And then all of a sudden this dog ran through and this dog was chasing Ffion around the house. And I was like, who let a dog in here? Like, what the heck? And I was trying to, like, it was on those houses where you can, like, do a full loop inside, like, the doors lead all the way around. So they kept running through. Every time I was trying to grab the dog and I couldn't get the dog. And it was like, you know when you do that dream thing where you're moving in jelly? And every time I would go to, like, get the dog, I'd just be really like, no. But the dog was going at normal speed. And it got to the point where Ffion suddenly stopped running. And I was like, the dog's going to catch up to her. And the dog ran forward. And I just panicked so much that I did a proper, like, wake up, like, gasping and sitting up, like, like, no. It was horrible. It was horrible. But thankfully, a dream, and there's no doggos in the house. I wonder if it's just because the other night Ffion was like thumping a lot, and I was thinking, has something got into the house? Because there was a time that a cat just like wandered into the house. So I was like, is there something in the house and I don't know? Have we left a window open and there's like a catto wandering around? I saw this thing the other day where this woman was like, she was alone in the house. And she had these strange noises, and it turned out that a fox had just got into the house and was just wandering around. And she had to encourage them to leave. Walnut, good morning. Okay, bunnies, treat time. Come on. Let's go. And see how much Gerry will eat before he abandons it today. Hello. I need to get over here. I need to get over here. I know you're very excited. Is the boy just too snoozy? Go on, Gerry. What if I move some off the plate for you? You're very sun flary. Gerry. No. Oh, Gerry boy. I wonder if I can go around and tempt he. Oh, oh, oh. Do, do, do. Gerry, where you go? Gerry? Very good munching, Vivi. Good munching. Do you want to have it here? You're a very particular bunny, aren't you? I think that's what you're gonna get, Gerry. Do you not want it? No. Okay, Vivi, there you go. Well done, Vivi. The bowl's empty. It's not the bowl's fault it's empty. Oh, Vivi. Imagine how much those trees Gerry would have got if Pink was here. True. True. This is the thing, if we get a third bunny, there's just going to be more treats for Fifi to steal. Unless we got another Rex. Then, do you know, the funny thing is, yesterday when Fifi was at the vet, the vet was saying, like, oh, she's really well behaved. Like, a lot of the Rexes we get in here are just unhinged. And I was like, I mean, I thought she was. They get more so. Fifi is a calm Rex. Okay, there's a tiny crumb of pellet in the rug from where you nibbled it earlier. Oh, I dropped it. I'm sorry. But they are both very well behaved at the vet, thankfully. They never show me up. Gerry, have you forgotten that you wanted to lie down? There you go. There you go. He too eepy to lie down sometimes. Just needs to be reminded. Good morning, Loboto. They're good buns. They are good buns. It's funny that Rexes have that notorious reputation because Anna's puppy is really calm and a bit cheeky but not very chaotic. I guess maybe are they like a full Rex? I mean, I think sometimes Rexes can be quite lazy Banouis as well. I think you get one or the other. The good buns are just innocent buns, in true. Sniffling something over there. Doing a big sniffle snaffle. So Lop Rex. Okay, so maybe that takes away some of the madness. I still don't know whether Fifi is a mini Rex or a standard Rex because she's exactly in between the two sizes of what classifies them. So she's just a medium Rex, I guess. She's invented her own category of Rex. I would love to have another Rex. I mean, I'll obviously always like adopt whichever bunny needs adopting. I'll never go specifically for a particular breed or anything, but I wouldn't be opposed to getting Rexes again. I was looking through so Nibbles have had real financial problems recently, and they've had to close down their rodent hut that they had. They had like, I think they have until the end of June to find a home for these 2 guinea pigs that are staying there. But I was looking at, they have a bit that they call like, what is it, like monochrome corner or something, because they've got 3 Dutch bunnies there. And Dutch bunnies they tend to be white with like black stripes, so to speak. That could be my home. I think it is marzipan and butterscotch, yeah. That they need to rescue out. And they're having to like cut down on how many bunnies they take in and how many volunteers how many like staff they have and stuff. And it's like, oh, I wish I could help. Would that I were a billionaire. I would help. I would throw millions at you. But alas. I guess it's just the double whammy of like, it's just a bit of a crisis time for rescues at the moment. I think they're all struggling. Because I guess more people are, it's like the double whammy of more people giving up animals because they can't afford them, but also more people stopping donations because they can't afford them. So it's like a bit of a crisis point. So maybe we should just adopt a badillion bunnies. I'll just take the bunnies to a rescue and be like, see how many you can pair them with, and we'll just take all the ones that succeed. Put all of your bunnies in a room together. Contact the Crown. Hello, Fifi. I met someone who is a gardener for the king the other week. She grows his vegetables. So maybe I could, what are you up to? Maybe I could ask her to scratch a message into a tiny carrot. But then again, I get the feeling that like the crap, like everything to do with the royals just seems to be quite decrepit. So do they actually have any money anymore? Do they spend it all on carriages and they don't have any? You need that Bezos dollar. What about taking guinea pigs? I just don't know where I would put guinea pigs, to be honest. Because there's not really anywhere they could go. I mean, I'd love to be able to look after more Banouis or rodents. But yeah, we've just sort of run out of space. Until Arnhall adopts Julieta. I heard that Sip's got guinea pigs, yeah. Eee. But yeah, I do love guinea pigs. They're such funny little things. I love their noises and how much you can treat them like absolute, like, pampered little beans, but they'll still be terrified. They're difficult enough not to get into territory conflict. You can't keep them together, though. So we'd have to find a different room for them. Like, the smell shouldn't bother them too much, but they'd still have to have their own space. But yes. I need to find a contact for one of those big, like, what are they called? Mr. Beast or whoever. See if I can get them to do a morally questionable video, but as long as they give a big donation. Question mark? Is this a solution? I just had a message from Alex saying, is the internet working downstairs? It wasn't this morning. No. Alexa?
I'm having trouble connecting.
I know.
Keep trying.
Thank you. Thank you. But yeah. I wish I could do more to help. There are 3 giant girls at the rescue next town. Oh, you could have like an army of big banuis. I wonder what Gerry would do if he ever met a big bunny. I wonder if he would either feel like, someone here to protect me, or if he'd be like, what the heck? How do you get this large? I think George would be terrified. Oh, bless him. Get the feeling George and Gerry are sort of bunnies of the same make. Like, they may be different breeds and very different sizes, but I feel like their priorities in life are the same. Really good little potat. Good little potat. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited at the thought of having that sourdough again. Oh, sourdough toast is just top tier. It's just a good breakfast. Just a very good breakfast. Want to make my own sourdough someday. Oh, you should do it. And then I can come round and try some when I bring round Julietta for you to adopt. Yay! Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Well, I guess I should head off and have my breakfast before my tummy does a big rumble. It seems like the internet held a little bit better towards the end there. I was thinking like, oh, am I gonna have to give up? But fingers crossed the buffering wasn't too bad. And hopefully it won't be too stinky tomorrow. Hopefully I can fix it. Diablo. I already have Diablo. I have Diablo 4, but we can go to Yogs. Have Diablo. We can see people clicking all the things. Wow. An ad. Well, everyone, reminder that I will not be streaming at 2 at the usual time. I'll be streaming 3 hours later. So I'll be streaming for the Yogs Kart Rider Drift Tournament. Yogs Drift Kart Tournament. Sorry. Just watching Gerry sometimes just makes me really sleepy because he looks so cozy that I'm just like, I could honk shoot Mimi right now. Oh, he thinking of toffee. But yeah, everyone look after yourselves, and I hope you have very lovely days. And I will speak to you all soon. Look after yourself, stay cozy, treat yourself to a honk shoo me me me. And bye bye for now. Bye bye. You gonna settle down? What's that little foot doing over there? What's that little foot? So your little foot sticking out. Oh bless you. Hello and bye bye, Motara. Good little boy. Here we go. Cozy Banooey. There you go. Raid gun. Thank you. Bye bye. A boop. Boop.